All right, this should be a quick one because there's, it's spits. You guys call them spits? In Canada, the sunflower seeds are called spits. Okay, so let's see what happened. So I had like one scoop of my pre-workout formula. I took a scoop of the tyrosine, vitamin C, the omega-369, one tablet of paracetamol, and that was like I guess 4 hours ago. So I actually had a Russian lesson for an hour, and I had a French lesson planned, but it was canceled. So what happened? So since I saw you last, what did I do? I worked. So I had an. What time did my? How could it be 1 o'clock already? So I had a lesson between 10 and 11. So that means from 12 to 1. I've been doing this for 2 hours. Yo, I don't even feel the last 2 hours. That's crazy. So, man, goodbye, Crisp. And I did an hour before that. So 3 hours. Okay, so in 3 hours, this is what I was able to do. Now, of course, this is the actual, like, the mock-up. And I've also added navigation buttons. So you can see that first we start with this introduction. Performance Booster, a straightforward process to enhance performance designed for individual use or for manager-employee coaching sessions. To begin, navigate to either the Learning section or the Doing section by clicking a button below. All right, so it's starting here. So here's the Learn the elements of performance, and then on this side, come on, come on, come on. How is this even possible? My goodness. Like, what's the problem here? Okay, so now it's working. All right, so now if I bring it back, is it going to mess it up again? All right, so now it works. All right, so it says like, okay, so here's work with the performance booster. So here's on this side, and then on the other side, we got to learn the 3 performance elements. Now, so obviously the best thing to do if it's your first time going through, actually, it's kind of necessary. So what you do is you click the performance elements. So there are 3 performance elements to learn. Select one from below to start learning or jump ahead to the performance booster. All right, so here's level of effort, level of success, level of efficiency. Ding, ding, ding. Or you can jump ahead to look at that. Good job. Good job, Google. To performance booster. So what do you want to do? Let's go to the level of effort. All right. So when we think about levels of effort, what we're asking is, what is the amount of time, focus, and determination needed to get the job done? Begin thinking or discussing the following ideas, and then record your thoughts below. How boring or motivating is this task? Okay, so now we're here. How well are you able to focus on it? Focus. Where's focus? Here. Are you spending enough time doing it? Number of hours. How determined are you to complete it? Grit. How diligent or laid back are you? All right, here we are here. What are some strategies for moving from laid back to diligent? Okay, so if you're working on this by yourself, then you can start thinking about this, right? And if you're a manager and you're working with somebody else, then there you go. Those are the questions. It doesn't get more complicated than that, you know. Well, I mean, it does obviously, because that's the whole reason why there's like going to be like more sections about like how to actually to do these things, like the strategy behind it. So, sorry. All right. So then you type in here, blah, blah, blah. And then what? Oh, well, we got to move to levels of success, obviously. All right, so now we're here. So by levels of success, we mean the ability of a person to complete a task through their own efforts or by means of other people and tools. Make sense? Begin thinking or discussing the following ideas and then record your thoughts below. How difficult or simple is this task? Are you skilled enough to complete it? Skills. Are you skilled enough to complete it? Probably this is about possibility. Are you knowledgeable? Knowledge enough. Are you knowledgeable enough to complete it? So in this case, what you do is you can just go back to Bubble. And so we're on the page. So I had to create pages for each one because I don't know how to do it with just doing it all on the same page. And then you just go in here and then you can change knowledge. Knowledge. I spelled knowledgeable. Probably something like that. Yeah, knowledgeable. Are you knowledgeable enough to complete it? Are you feeling annoyed or frustrated due to the obstacles in your path? All right, so let's take this navigator out of the way. All right, now we can just kind of edit it as we go along. And I don't need. Come on. Like no software is ever perfect. It's like there's always an issue, no matter what. It's like so annoying. You think that disappear, please. Thank you. See, this is why I like ChatGPT. I just tell it what I want it to do. Natural language programming. I love it. All right, so not a lot of Russian up there. There's one word in Russian up there. It's ulыбka. It's on this side, but I already erased it. It was here. I was explaining to my Russian tutor how I was using Preply to conduct clinical trials with hundreds of people in order to build this app. And then I was like, if you're teaching Russian, like obviously you need to be thinking about how you can use your experience to create to develop your knowledge and your skills, and then use those knowledge and skills to develop some kind of digital product. And then once you got your digital product figured out, then you have to start marketing it, and then you can sell it. Because the problem with teaching is that it doesn't matter what the numerator is, because the denominator is always per hour. So you're not going to become a millionaire with that kind of denominator. So, I mean, that's exactly that's my experience. All right, let's get focused. Are you knowledgeable enough to complete it? So where are we? We're talking about possibility. Are you feeling annoyed or frustrated due to the obstacles in your path? That's obstacles. Are you in a leading or trailing position? All right. And then what are some strategies from moving? I wonder what it looks like, because I can't see it in the box here. And then if I refresh the page here, does it cut it off? Yeah, it cuts it off. All right, well, it doesn't really matter. So obviously you can see I know how to use this design software, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to use this. Now, from like a design format, you can see that all I'm doing is the text. So this is a text element. This is a text element. And then type here. This is a multi-line input. And then these three things are buttons, right? But when you go to the workflow, you'll notice that the only thing that I'm doing is navigation, right? So when you click level of efficiency, then it's going to go to this destination. So I've connected. Now, if you go to the data page, like this is, I didn't do anything on the data page. So this is only, I'm using this tool only because it makes the design process very easy. And also it gives me the navigation buttons. And so that just like, it gives me what I'm thinking about. Now, the one issue, remember, if I'm going to be a full stack developer, it means I have to create the back end. There's no back end here. So I don't know. I think maybe it's best just to spend the day to day getting to the point where I can actually do this process. So, for example, all right, so then you're going to enter this text in for level of effort, and we're going to move to level of efficiency. All right, so then here, building, maintaining, optimizing, and automating tasks are at the heart of efficiently working on and completing tasks. Begin thinking or discussing the following ideas, and then record your thoughts below. How would you describe the work style? The work style. How would you describe? So I would actually maybe, maybe it's not good to do this in real time, but this is actually a kind of a challenging question. Now, when I double click it, there we go. So how would you describe the work style you're using to complete the task? To complete the task. Now, so at this point, see, the thing is that at this level, like at the MVP level, like try number one, I feel like let's just do one task because there's such a limited amount of elements if we just do it for one task. So how would you describe the work style you are using? Now, I've actually avoided using the word you in as much as I possibly could. How would you describe the work style being used? Because what if being used to complete the task? What if it's a manager, just they're using it not for themselves or for another person, or they're not using it for themselves and they're not directing a conversation. They're actually thinking about one of their employees. So, and then they're filling it out as if they were thinking from the employee perspective, or if they're just planning a task for that employee. How would you describe the work style being used to complete the task? What aspects of the process are being worked on? How do other people do this task? How might you better integrate with others? Are you beginning or retiring a process? Can you optimize or automate a process? The process. Let's put the. Now, so this actually borrows from ideas from Tom's checklist called state inventiveness. So in state inventiveness, there is this concept of integrating with other people, and also imitating, so reusing, copying how other people do things. So I think that's good. So there you go. Now, in these three different instances, you have some text that you're entering into this box. And you can move back if you want. You can go back to your level of effort. You can go back to your level of success. And it would be nice if you could go back and it was editable. You could just, the text would appear and then you could edit it. So this is what? Boring. This is level of effort, level of efficiency. Now, all right, so what happens when you're finished with level of efficiency? So, okay, well, I did those two already, so I guess I'm going to go to work with performance, performance booster. Now we go to the performance booster. And what do we got? All right, so there's 2 pages, 2 introduction pages. So it's kind of like, it's like a Big Mac. So you know here there's bread on the top, there's bread in the middle, and then there's bread on the bottom. Is that a Big Mac? I think so. It's been a long time. So what I've done here is, now this is going to send you to, yeah. So the bread that we got going on here, you can never actually get back to the page. Once, oh, maybe you can. Let's go to Performance Booster, and then let's go to Desired Levels, and then let's go to the Send Me the Notes page, and then let's go to the Send Me the PDF, and then let's go to Start from the Beginning. Aha, you can. Okay, so this is the top piece of bread, all right? So this is like, do you want to do left or right? Do you want to do the learning units over here on the left, or do you want to do the Performance Booster on the right? Now, the middle, okay, maybe there's two pieces of bread in the middle. So this one, the three performance elements, it's like one piece of bread. It's like one of these flat ones. So this is the introduction to the three elements of performance. So then from here, you can choose one of these things. Now, the other piece of bread in that middle section is working with the performance booster. All right. So this is also an introductory page. There are 3 sections in the performance booster. You'll be able to consider current levels of effort and the forces resisting change, as well as the desired levels of performance and the forces driving change. Select from below to start working with the performance booster, or return to the elements of performance. Well, let's do current levels. So we jump into the current levels. Let's get a task. So here, this is what I'm saying. So we got one task. All right. So I need to complete this video. Now, what's my level of effort? Obviously, I'm like 100% focused here. My level of success, well, we'll find out, because you know how this thing, sometimes it messes up. I'm assuming it's this. And I have a process. Now, interesting. So in this case, if we were at like a 7-8 level, if we were using a process that's defined as the word embedded, then what I would have done, which I did not do this time, was I would have actually used the transcript option. But I don't really need to use the transcript option, because what I found out is that Loom is already providing me a transcript, and so I'm not really sure how well Crisp is going to be able to hold on to this market, because like they're providing a transcript and summaries, but that's like, okay, I can get that from Loom. So in this use case, I find that it's much easier for me to just use Loom's transcript. Also, it doesn't use one of my 2 for the daily limit. So embedded, it means like you have one process and you get 2 outcomes. So in this case, my one process is I'm speaking, creating a video, using a couple of different types of software. And in addition to having a video, I also have the transcription. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the transcription back into my ChatGPT, and then I'm going to create the summary. And once I have the summary, then I'll be able to make that into a LinkedIn post and a what do you call it? All right. So what I did was, you can see from the video this morning. Can you help me use all the documentation? Remember this? We were talking about this morning. All right. Can you remove the timestamps, fix the spelling, make some guesses about content that was not transcribed correctly? There are 5 sections. Please tell me the section you were asking for. And then it's like, I just stopped it. Section 1. And then what? Hello. And I'm like, no, you have to wait. And then they're like, I don't want to write, section 1, it starts the summary, and I don't want you to write anything. Come on, stop it. And then section 3, because it just doesn't listen. And section 4, there's 5 sections. So anyways, I don't really care. Okay, here's the summary of the sections in the video. The speaker what's the speaker so excited about? I guess maybe there's 6 sections. Here's a summary of all the sections provided. So then I said, make the summary 4 times longer and make a YouTube description for the video. All right. So now I got a real summary because the other one was too short. Also, I need a post for LinkedIn. Did I use that? Yeah, because I used that for YouTube, and then I used this one for LinkedIn. Now I didn't really like this one at the beginning. Oh, I did. Okay, so I just used the first one. All right, so now you can see all the secret sauce. The secret sauce. But that's what I mean by embedded. So I can now take this one process and I can get a LinkedIn post, the YouTube video description. I have a YouTube video, and I don't know what else. All right, so we're gonna put those efficiency embedded. That's like between 7 and 8. Let's give it a 7.5. So wow, amazing. Now performance. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. So we got the first thing. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. We got the first one. Um, yeah, the first task, complete the video. Now, force field analysis. So we have our current level. Once we got our current levels, we go into our force field analysis and we want to identify the driving forces that support change and the resisting forces that hinder it. That sounds so nice. Who wrote this? Make reference to the thoughts that came up regarding level of effort. Regarding level of effort, level of success, and level of efficiency. Forces driving toward a desired state. So obviously we have a task, and then you can start talking about what are these driving forces. Yeah, and this is a little bit ambiguous, but once you've done it once, it's very clear. But the first time, it could be a challenge, especially if I don't have this picture here. So anyways, yeah, so this happened and then that happened. Here's the resisting forces and then current. Now, send me the notes. Now, so what I've added this like send me the notes button here because some people, they may not have a desired level. They might not have thought through that already. And maybe like getting this far is good enough. And so, yes, it is possible to get to the summary page from the force field analysis page. But obviously, the purpose is to then go to the current, rate the task desired levels. What just happened? Current level. Oh, okay. So I thought this would be the last step in the process. So maybe I should switch these around because desired level suddenly is on the left side. And the other one's on the right side. Where are we, by the way? So we're in the force field analysis, right? And yeah, I would prefer it just seems to make more sense if we put the desired level on the right side. All right. So now obviously it's not going to change the where it's been linked. It just moved the position of the object. All right, so think about the task and then rate the desired levels of effort. Now, what did I say? Did I use the word levels or level? See, the current levels. Okay, that's fine. Desired levels of effort, success, and efficiency by assigning a number between 1 and 0 and 10. So this is the task from the current levels page. So that's when you enter in the task. Now, for some reason, the task doesn't. Oh, okay. So then that's another problem. Because what I would want is, let's go to the, where are we? Desired levels. Desired levels, yes. And then we're going to take this here. Now, honestly, I think I should probably add these square brackets because I've used them on other pages. Copy. Well, I don't need to copy the text. I need to copy the whole thing. And then we're going back to, we want to go to force field analysis. Because it's going to be a challenge. And I think maybe it's better if it's, I don't know. Maybe just probably label it. That might be a little nicer. Okay, so here's our little, there we go. How does that change things? Obviously, it's not going to change it here. It's on the force field analysis page. Whoa, we got a problem. What happened? So I clicked on the describe task. I'm on the current levels page and I clicked force field analysis. I'm on the current levels page and I clicked the force field analysis and it sent me to the, so the force field analysis button is clicked. Go to, is that what happened? Click the force field analysis. Oh, it confused me because it added this task thing. It's funny. The exact thing I wanted it to do, and then I don't know. I'll have to check the video. Oh boy, we're gonna run out of time. This happened last time too. Anyways, so let's go to the send me the notes page. And then, as you can see, it's going to have all of the summary of each section, and then you can add additional notes, and then, or you can go back, and then, or you can enter your email in here, and then send me the PDF. So then you can start over, and then, or you can edit something that you did before. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take screenshots. I'm going to put them into this mirror document to show the workflow, and then that's step one. Yeah.